What's up, Planeteers? It's me, Kevin. Once again, we are back with another post game reaction. This time, Miami Heat versus the Phoenix Suns. So I'm back. Last game against the 76ers, I wasn't able to do this. I was busy with life, so I apologize, people. But yeah, I'm back now for this game. Again, Miami Heat versus the Phoenix Suns, where your Suns came out on top 115, 112 is the final score on this game. And first of all, let's talk about the standings. The Suns are currently the second, but virtually they are tied with the Oklahoma City Thunder, who lost today against the Denver Nuggets, and with the Golden State Warriors, who won against the Boston Celtics. So the Suns on top of the Western Conference with their riding their six-game winning streak. Um, and it's a pretty fun time to be a Suns fan, even though these are close games. So attributing to that, the Suns are actually 6-0 in the clutch. How awesome is that? So let's dive into the stats in a little bit here. Just a moment. Okay, so pulling up the stats here for it was a Nurkic and a KD show. Let's talk about Nurkic right now. Nurkic had a monster double double of 20 points and 18 rebounds. 14 of those are defensive rebounds and only two turnovers, and then he had two blocks. So overall, an awesome game for Nurkic. I think this is his best game. Surpassing that game that he had against the Dallas Mavericks, we're going to talk about later before we end. But yeah, really great game from him. Yusuf Nurkic was 3 for 3 from deep, including that Hail Mary near half court. That's when you know if it's going in, it's his game. He's going to have a great game. So kudos to Nurk, and we hope to see that he continues doing what he does. All positives in here. Oh my goodness. And of course, KD. Like I tweeted earlier during the game, I'm running out of adjectives to use to describe this guy. Really awesome, especially down the stretch in the clutch when the Suns needed a bucket. You go to KD. It's just basically the play is basically screen, then put KD in the high post, find that mismatch, and then shoot over the top of the defender. So it was fun to see. Just one of the, if not the best scorer that the league has seen in its history. So yeah, like I said, great game from both of those guys. But of course, Devin Booker, he added 22 and 9 assists. Not a really great 3-point shooting game from Book, coming off an off game really, but he shot just under 53% in this game. So awesome game as well from Booker. Really solid. Bradley Beal only had 7 points, but he defended his ass off. He had 2 steals and 2 blocks, only 1 turnover, and had 2 rebounds. So, this is what's great about this big three. If nothing's going on their offense, they had a bad night on offense, they will defend their ass off. Kind of seen that from Book as well on against the Sixers when his shot was not falling. And hey, that's a positive as well. If Devin Booker were shoot 3 for 19 or 18 at that game, and the Suns still win, that's an encouraging sign for the Suns. Royce O'Neal had impact as well on this game. He had 6 points and 7 rebounds. Grayson Allen had 12. Ryan Dunn actually was perfect as well from 3, 2 for 2, had 7 points. Although I'm kind of worried there because he went out of the game and then get back to the locker room. So we'll see his status tomorrow when the injury report comes out. But we're hopeful that it's just a minor thing. So yeah, that's basically the stats over for. Oh, special shout out as well to Mason Plumlee diving to the stands to try and get the ball. Really great to see. Over at the Heat side of things, Tyler Hero was their high scorer or top scorer with 28 points, but he was kind of clamped up during the second half by Bradley Beal. Who else? 28 points, and he was 5 of 9 from deep. So he was hot. Jimmy Butler had 15 points, but a -3. He had 7 rebounds and 3 assists. And then Bam Adebayo had 12 and 12, double double for Bam, but he wasn't dominant as he was supposed to, and that is pretty much because of Nurk. So kudos to Nurk as well in terms of the defense of his defensive play against Bam. So those are your stats for this game. My reaction actually is, the Suns can win close games, and they have been doing that for 6 games in a row in this winning streak, right? So this ugly wins is actually good for them, right? So over the course of the season, they know what to do or what to execute down the stretch when the game is on the line, and it's not just pure isolation. Isolation. That's what kind of happened last year under Coach Vogel, who didn't really have a great structure offensively, but Coach Bud, kudos to him. Really great, offensive execution. That's what you will see, and that's how you know that the Suns players are buying into the system, and that speaks volumes about Coach Bud, right? Okay, so Suns' next game would be against the Mavericks on their home floor in Dallas, Texas. That's 8:30, I believe, my time. So that's 9:30, probably Eastern. In the U.S., turn up or tune in because Hammo is going to do his pregame show on that for that game, and yeah. Please as well tune in because we're gonna have another live show that is, on Saturday to talk about the Suns, the week that the Suns had um, for this one or this week. And then if you like the content that we're trying to put out there, don't forget you can support us, but by clicking the link below, buy us coffee, beer, pizza, whatever you want. And we'd appreciate it. And lastly, Brightside Night. You can send a kid to a Suns game this season by only donating, basically $15. So if you have that extra change in your pocket, go ahead and put that into good use. Donate. You can go visit suns.com/brightside, or yeah, Brightside. So unless I'm mistaken, let me check that out. Suns.com/brightside. Yeah, so I'm right. Suns.com/brightside, and you can see all the packages in there. $15 is your starting price point for donation. All right, so that's gonna be it for me, and I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Um, Again, this is me, Kevin, and please stay safe and be kind to one another. Kudos, or not kudos, but see you guys. Have a good one.